Good morning. Welcome to Yoga Galactica Love Stream Quick Shift. Quarantine day, blah blah blah. Not sure, but we're here. And thank you for showing up. Happy full moon, flower moon, super moon, last super moon of the year. And yeah, it's a pleasure to be here with you. I'm going to quickly share this on my Facebook page. If you're watching and you could share it too, that would be fantastic. And then we'll jump right in to the class. Hope you are all well and having the best time you can. All right, let me share.
Maya, Eric.
Hi Maya, hi Eric. Welcome. All right. Siri's on his way. He's behind the camera right now.
Good Thursday to you as well, Eric. All right. Just taking care of some technical stuff behind the camera. And Eric, thank you for that, sending us that article. I know you sent it last month, but it got buried under some messages, and I actually just read it this morning. Very thoughtful, insightful. We've been doing a lot of reading about the very topics that you talked about, which is essentially, it's like a distillation of, well, a lot of it started with Michael Pollan's book. That was a little bit of an igniter, which of course creates a framework for what happened in the 60s with the psychedelic culture. And you do a really good job of summing that up and talking about some of your feelings and thoughts about it all. Before that book even came out, we were diving deep into some Terence McKenna, Food for the Gods, into even Graham Hancock. I can't remember the name of the book, but it's all about, unnatural, supernatural. No. Anyways, he has a good book about it too, but his is much more about like shamanic traditions around the world, and he goes and like sits with ayahuasca, and he sits with iboga, and very interesting, and I love how, my parents are babies of the 60s. They were born in the late 50s. And so they were at Woodstock, like they went through the whole thing. And then they converted to being Sikhs, which is a whole nother story. And it's a whole opposite side of the spectrum, which is all spirituality and community and a borderline cult-like, no substances, you get high off your own supply, essentially with Kundalini Yoga. That's why we're so deeply entrenched into Kundalini Yoga. And, just as a disclaimer, we do not teach Kundalini Yoga as taught by Yogi Bhajan. And that is a whole other story. So many can of worms being opened right
stories.
now. But I was born and raised in the Sikh 3HO Kundalini community. We both did our teacher training with Golden Bridge, with Gurmukh, Tej, Guru Shabad, and Hari Jiwan in 2010. And, there's a lot of controversy surfacing right now about what it was to be a Sikh and what it was to follow this man, Yogi Bhajan. It was very cult-like. I don't know if any of you have seen Wild Wild Country or the Bikram documentary. There is an expose tell-all book right now about, written by the head secretary of the 3HO community. It's called Premka, White Bird in a Golden Cage. And it talks about a lot of the corruption and I don't want to get into details, but a lot of the lack of integrity in that community. And so when we did our teacher training, a lot of that surfaced for us 10 years ago, because my mom actually was very forthright in talking about some of this stuff because she lived it. She experienced it firsthand. And so we went through a lot of that, kind of that doubt, that what am I doing? Like, why am I following this person? But ultimately we found that the teachings, Kundalini Yoga, who's not invented by Yogi Bhajan, it's been around for thousands of years, mystics, sages, and in fact, many different types of yoga activate the Kundalini energy in the body. Many types of things activate Kundalini energy, whether it's exercise or sexual energy or being creative. You can all tap into that Kundalini energy. So when we decided to teach, instead of teaching to the book as Yogi Bhajan taught, we decided we would incorporate our own style into Kundalini Yoga, Hatha Yoga, which was Kamala's background, meditation, visualization, plant medicine, ceremony, and pretty much any other thing that has inspired us and really shifted us in our lives. And that's exactly what Yoga Galactica is.
Yes.
It's a fusion, it's a mixing pot of all these modalities, because not one single modality is the end-all be-all. And you can always go deeper in every single thing. And in fact, most of the time, we really are just skimming the surface. I know you're able to have deep shifts and have very profound experiences, but if we were to do like a 3-hour session, we would go like twice or exponentially deeper. But we're here to just give you a quick shift, a little taste of all these things. It's kind of like being at a buffet and getting to pick out your absolute favorite things and leave those other things behind that you don't want, like the starchy over sugary, whatever. Maybe your taste buds just don't like it. Anyways, and I'm sure you don't love every single exercise that we do. But
we don't either. To be honest.
In a way we do.
Well, we do. We love, and we have a love-hate relationship with, at least this we does. Because there's certain exercises that come to us while we're teaching that I don't necessarily love doing, but I know that I probably really need to do the exercise. And for those of you who don't know, we don't plan our classes out. We sit and we ask Spirit, the great pumpkin, the divine, whoever it is that whoever we ask that we are guided, take our hands, take our body, and guide with love and integrity, and whatever comes out just comes through. And one more little thing that I would like to add is that when I actually brought up to the teachers at Golden Bridge what we were doing, and we were explicitly told to not teach this mashup. So we're doing it. And it feels good. And I hope that you're enjoying it, and we love you all. Just a few shout outs. Hello, Maya. Hello, Eric. Hello, Allison, Cesar, Mike. I already said Jennifer Biondo, Olgie, Amy, Melissa. Yeah, so many of you, and there's more. I just can't see you all. It's a pleasure to be here. Today is the last supermoon of the year, the flower moon. It is said that today is a day that Buddha got his enlightenment, and I have some stuff I can read. I'll read after class or after the session is done about this moon, but it's really an emotional moon, and it's really about looking inside, embracing our darkness, and knowing that so many times when we see darkness in other people, it is a reflection of something that may be still within us.
True that.
And boy, have I experienced that quite a few times. And the dark and the light are a balance. We all have each of them.
Yes.
And it is something to always be working on. And I just followed my instincts, and I drew from the Native Spirit card. I did not draw, I shuffled, and what jumped out of the deck today is the peace pipe.
Nice.
And it has so much to do with this full moon, so I'm going to read it.
And before you do that, I just wanted to finish up, wrapping up what I was talking about earlier. Eric, thank you for that beautiful article and the shout out. We met through one of the psychedelic integration circles that we've been holding here in the spaceship for almost 2 years before this quarantine went down. So a shout out to Sky, a shout out to psychedelic integration. Eric, if you wouldn't mind, please post a link to your blog in the thread.
You did it.
Oh, perfect.
Eric is on it.
And then I was going to say, we can also do just a separate post straight onto the Yoga Galactica page. And it's a cool read. If you haven't read up on what's going with the psychedelic culture right now and all of the tests and studies, and it is fantastic. So it's really exciting stuff.
On this super moon, I am definitely delving into the psychedelic culture. So,
what does she mean by that?
I don't know.
Oh, must be ambiguous and vague.
Always. So here we go with the peace pipe. Jennifer, I love this card too. Des,
hey,
what's
Des.
up? And there's a message in here. Someone just watched Free Solo. I think it may have been Eric or Mike. But thank you, Des, for that recommendation.
Yeah.
So,
Free Solo. Wow.
Free Solo.
It's making my
taking
fingers
earthing to a whole new level. All right, so we have the peace pipe card, meaning heal old wounds with people and situations. Carefully do whatever you need to do to make amends. Forgive yourself and forgive others. It's time. You no longer need to carry the burden. You are a mender. Help others mend bridges in their lives. You bring peace to the world. Your native spirit wants you to know, in native traditions, sharing a peace pipe filled with sacred tobacco and herbs was a way of finding common ground and dropping discord. It was a respite in order to calmly assess a situation and find a peaceful resolve. There are times to drop everything and leave. There are also times to carefully mend bridges with people, situations, and places. This is one of those healing times. Maybe there is a wound inside you that needs to be forgiven or accepted. Maybe you need to forgive yourself or forgive another. Transform the inner grievance. Do it now. You don't need to forgive the act, but there's power in forgiving the person. I'm going to read that one more time. You don't need to forgive the act, but there's power in forgiving the person. You no longer need to carry it with you. Perhaps there is a person from your past with whom you should reconnect. You know what you need to do. This is the time to do it. And if you'd like to take this journey, write down the answer to these questions. If there was an area of my life to which I need to bring peace, what might it be? What is the first step that I need to take toward resolving a rift with another or feeling unfinished? What is the first step that I need to take toward resolving a rift with another or a feeling unfinished regarding a person or situation? Then take action. So I'm going to post this after class, and we will, this is a great exercise to do for this full moon, actually.
Ooh.
And there is something so powerful about forgiving someone. And again, it's not the act that you're forgiving, it's the person. And that's a really powerful thing to do. Forgiveness is huge. It helps you overcome so much. It clears away bad energy. And that literally is so much about what this full moon is about. Full moons are about letting go. What is it that you want to let go of? A beautiful ritual is to write down what you want to let go of on a piece of paper, and under the full moon, burn that shit, okay? So I'm going to be doing that tonight.
Yes, and one other thing about forgiveness, you're not doing the forgiveness for the other person. You're doing it for yourself.
Yes.
So you don't have to hold on to that anymore. You can you can mend wounds within you so you don't have your inner turmoil. So every day, part of my meditation in the morning, there's a little bit of a forgiveness aspect.
Yeah, me
And so if there's any tiffs or riffs that I've been having with people or situations lately, I take a moment, I visualize them, and I forgive that person. Sometimes, if I don't have anyone specifically that I am having a rift with, I'll forgive myself for things that I feel that I have done to myself that maybe haven't been so savory, and just really honor everything that I've done and appreciate it, you know?
Yes.
We're humans. We're all just playing this human game here, this game of earth, life.
Yeah, and one of the most beautiful and easy ways to do that is the Hawaiian prayer. Simply think of first fill yourself up. That's key. So first, to yourself, I love you 3 times. I'm sorry 3 times. Please forgive me 3 times. And thank you 3 times. And then once you feel full, only then do you send that out to whoever it is. You can send it to the earth. You can send it to others. You can send it to whomever you like. And it may feel strange at first to be sending this to someone that you have this unsavory energy with. But I'm telling you, if you read the story about the Hawaiian prayer, and I'm sorry I'm not saying the word.
Hopo ono ono.
Hopo ono ono. I always mess it up. I think that might be it.
I took a wild guess.
Read the story about this prayer. It is so powerful. It moves mountains. It literally cleared so much energy in a prison. Yeah, it's a beautiful story. I'll post it. Yeah, Maya, I know. Maya's writing it. Hopo ono ono. I think that's it.
Hopo ono ono.
Hopo ono ono. Okay.
Let's jump into this shift.
Let's jump into this shift. Let's get shift faced. So, sitting up nice and tall, let's close our eyes. Pull the flesh out from underneath your thighs. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Gently hold at the top, squeezing the breath around, sipping a little more through the mouth. And I'd like you to think of one thing that you are ready to let go of. First, feel it inside of you, let it swell. And through a small round mouth, powerfully exhale. Hold the breath out. Turn your palms up, open to receive. And now, think of at least one thing that made you feel so grateful this morning. And let that fill the emptiness. Holding out, being still. Now deep inhale, breathe it in. And open the mouth, sigh it out. Ha! Shake hands, head, shoulders. Shaking the body, releasing any stuck energy. Make a little noise. Good. Inhale, stretch to the sky, reach. Exhale, touching the palms, slowly bringing them down to the center of the heart and chest. With an inhale, rub the palms, fingers, knuckles, create some friction. And exhale, coming back to stillness. Breathing here, slow and deep. Feeling each precious breath that enters and exits your body. And we ask that anything seen or unseen that no longer serves us is gently removed on every exhale. Breathing in compassion, breathing in forgiveness, breathing in self-love, breathing in benevolence. And feeling each breath root you down to this earth. And we bow our heads to you, Mama Gaia, Pachamama, who provides us with every single thing we need to thrive. Thank you. We see you healing. We see life coming back, returning to this planet, thriving. And we pray that in this solitude, you are given a chance to heal further. And once we exit, that we never go back to the way we were, that we are protectors of this planet, that we are kind, that we are impeccable with our words and the way that we walk upon this earth. So with your head bowed, taking a moment to thank this Earth Mother. And then bow to you. Bow to your journey, everything that it's taken to get you to this point where you show up for yourself, giving back to the most important person in your life. Bow to your body, its health and ability to heal. And bow to your ability to forgive yourself and others, to be kind to yourself and others. Send yourself some love. Deep inhale. And sigh it out. Let the hands float down by your sides. Let's inhale, reach out, reach up. And as slowly as you can, exhale. Letting the hands drop down towards the heart. Do that again. Inhale, reach out, reach up. Exhale, slowly bringing the hands down. What is your intention? Feel it dropping into the body. Inhale, reach out, reach up. And exhale. This time, open the hands. Let the hands drop on the shoulders. 4 fingers down in front, thumbs down in back. With an inhale, pull your elbows together. Lift them up. Gently look up. And exhale, round the shoulders down your back. Nice and easy. Take it slow. Careful on the body. Inhale. Exhale back like you're stretching your wings open wide. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do that one more time. Inhale. Pull the elbows together. And exhale back. Let's reverse that. Inhale back and up. Exhale forward. Inhale back up. And exhale forward. Last time. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Actually, one more. Balance it out. Inhale back and up. And exhale forward. Letting the hands drop down onto the shins. We're going to start with a camel ride, warming up the lower spine. So hands on your shins, legs can be crossed, or I like to stack one leg in front of the other, clasping your arms parallel to each other, and inhale. Pull the heart and chest forward, stretching that lower back. Exhale, round the back, sinking deep into the lower spine. Inhale forward, exhale back. Try to keep your chin parallel to the earth. If you can, gently roll your eyes up and in, and breathe powerfully, yogis. slow breaths, little movements like this. Roll the eyes up and in. Deep inhale. And through a small round mouth, exhale the breath. Sitting tall, squeeze root lock, anesthetic hands. Powerful inhale through the nose. And through a small round mouth, exhale the breath. Squeeze root lock. Squeeze navel, sit tall and turn your palms up, please. Slow, deep inhale. Gently hold. If it feels okay, sip in more breath through the mouth. Holding here. What are you grateful for? Let it fill you. Now powerfully exhale it out into your room. And hold empty. Be still. Is there anyone that you need to make amends with right now? What do you need to let go of? Take a deep inhale. And open the mouth, sigh it out. Breathing slow and deep into your body. Beautiful. Excellent. What we're going to do right now is just one of my favorite breath techniques, and it is called the cooling breath. It's a beautiful breath, especially in this really warm weather, and it is so good if you have for anxiety, for fear, for anger. It just literally helps everything just cool and calm down. So palms open wide on your knees. If you'd like, you can take Gyan Mudra, touching the index finger and thumb. And what you're going to do is roll your tongue into a little straw, like if you can roll your tongue. If not, that's fine. But rolling your tongue into a little straw, you're going to inhale through that straw and hold. And when you're ready, you're going to exhale slowly all the way out through the nose. And hold. And then inhale through the tongue. Hold. Then exhale. take a deep inhale through the nose. Hold the breath at the top. Press your tongue to the roof of the mouth. Sip in more breath if you can. Send out your intention. Exhale the breath out. And now just breathe slow and deep. And I invite you again to think for just a moment about what it is that you are ready to release and let go of. Is there anyone you need to forgive in this moment for you? Good job, yogis. Beautiful. I love that breath. When you're breathing in through that straw, it feels like you're breathing in crystal cool water and just bathing your soul and body with that cooling energy. Yes. So I'm going to jump up here for this next exercise. Buddha, just stay right there. We're going to lay down on our back. Stretch your feet up into the sky. And just flex your feet and point your toes. Let's raise our arms up parallel to the legs. Good. And what we're going to do now is we're going to lift our head up, take our hands about 6 inches off the ground, and begin breath of fire. From side to side. Roll your knees on the sky. Let's take our hands straight out to the sides of our body, legs bent. Take your left heel, place it on the outside of the right knee. Take a deep inhale here. And as you exhale, let the knees fold slowly over to the right. Take your time, take your gaze to the left. Breathe here. Good. Feel that deep stretch in your lower spine. Now uncross the legs. Pull, with an inhale, pull your left knee into your chest. And then your right knee to come back up, just to protect the lower spine. Inhale, lift the right leg up, cross it over top of the left knee, deep inhale. Or exhale here first. Deep inhale. And as you exhale, rotate the knees, to the left. And take your gaze over to the right and sink down. Breathing into the spine. Good. One more. Now inhale, pull the right knee in, and then the left. Beautiful. Legs back up into the sky, hands by your sides, palm facing down. Inhale, open the legs as wide as you can. Exhale, you're going to cross right foot over the left. Inhale, open. Exhale, cross left in front of the right. Really try to use your inner thighs doing this exercise. Squeezing the inner thighs to lift the legs up into this, back up and crossed. And now what we're going to do is slowly start to bring these crosses up and down. Do this at your own pace, so crossing in the sky, then slowly lowering 6 inches, 6 inches more. 6 inches more until you're 6 inches off the ground. Breathe powerfully. Almost there. More breath. And sigh it out. Pull your knees into your chest and gently rock from side to side. Rocking, releasing, breathing. All right, we're going to rock up and down. One more thing. We're going to rock up and down on our backs. Really get some momentum going. Try to touch every single vertebra of the spine down as you rock. And we're going to rock all the way over into Plow Pose. Wiggle your shoulders together here. We're going to lift the legs so they're parallel to the earth and begin breath of fire. Deep inhale. Hold, sipping more breath. And exhale, lower the legs down. And just bring your knees near your forehead. Let's try to reach all the way around to clasp the outside of our feet, or keep your hands on your lower spine. Deep inhale. And as you exhale, using the hands against the feet as resistance, rocking down into happy baby. And just rock from side to side. Good. Beautiful. And we're going to just lay our bodies down on the earth as we get ready for the Wim Hof Breath. And just take a moment to place your hand on your heart and on your belly and say to yourself 3 times, I love you. 3 times, I'm sorry. 3 times, please forgive me. And 3 times, thank you. Beautiful job, yogis. Let's get hoffed up. laying down on your backs and getting ready to breathe powerfully here.
All right, great job so far, everybody. Hopefully you're feeling those shifts pulsing through the body, and we're going to take it one step deeper into the Wim Hof Breath, one of our favorite breathing techniques that we've ever shared and taught and learned. What we're going to be doing, lying down on your back, taking about 40 powerful breaths into the body through the mouth. The exhale is a nice, soft, relaxing exhale. We do it rhythmically, we do it together. It sounds like this. Good, so go ahead and jump right in. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Good, hold it in, let it go. That's it. Keep it up. You're lying down on your back. Big breath, soft exhale, and keep it going. That's it. Here we go. Press up as you inhale, feel the lungs expanding, and as you exhale, just let it go. Good. All right, last 10. Let's see if you can go one step deeper. All right, 8 more. Exhale, fully, completely let it go. Relax, surrender, release. Come now to a place of stillness right at the bottom of the breath. And we hold empty here for an extended amount of time. It's going to be different for everyone, so do your best, but really test yourself. See how long you can remain here with the breath held out, with the body fully relaxed, opening up all of the senses, and just having this beautiful, deep, internal experience right now. When you're ready, when you feel it, allow yourself to take a nice big breath in. As you hold in at the top, just feel that breath pressurizing through the lungs, through the body. Try to hold in at least 15 seconds, but if you can, hold a little longer. At the end of that inhale, try sipping in a little more breath, pressurizing it. Again, gently squeezing the navel, root lock, the muscles around the spine. And when you've held in as long as you can, just let the breath come back to neutral. Slow, smooth, long, deep breathing. In between the rounds as you prepare your body to do one more round of the Wim Hof Breath. And if you don't know who Wim Hof is, look him up. WIMHOF, the Iceman, changing the world as we know it. You're lying down on your back, 40 powerful breaths into the body. Soft, relaxing exhale. Round 2, here we go. Good, let's do it together. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Pull it in, let it go. Yes, that's it. Keep it up. Gentle squeeze. 3, 2, 1. Now exhale all the breath out. Just let it go. Exhale, let it go. Release. Coming to that place of stillness right at the bottom of the breath. Relaxing so fully, so deeply. Holding empty right here at the bottom. Again, staying here at the bottom of the breath as long as you can. Really testing yourself. But when you need to, when you feel it, allow yourself to take that nice big inhale. And when you bring that breath in, you're going to hold it full right at the top. Bring your attention right to your heart center, thinking of one thing you're so grateful for right now, and let this feeling of gratitude wash over every single part of your body. This is it. Holding in at least 15 seconds, but if you can, hold a little longer. Only you know your limits. So do your best. Sipping in a little more right at the top. But when you've held in as long as you can, just let it go. Relax the breath, relax the body. Take 3 to 5 big breaths. Centering, grounding, calming. Beautiful. And now this is your opportunity to get so comfortable as we give you a nice little sound bath to round out our practice today. And the more comfortable and relaxed you can get, the more you will receive this beautiful sound bath experience. So take any last little movements, wiggles, or stretches right here, right now, so you can relax fully and come to that beautiful place of stillness right at the bottom of the breath. And together, we're going to take a nice big inhale. Hold full right at the top of the breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale the breath out. And relax.
Tanya Markle, aka the Unicorn. The moment you become aware that the only thing holding you back is a disbelief in your power, or a lack of self-worth, or the voice of you are not good enough, you kick your inner demon's ass and change everything forever and ever, and never again will be who you were. I return to myself. I return to the mystery of the dark. I return to my shadow. I return to the core of my being. I return to what I've lost and forgotten, abandoned and rejected. I return to my grief, to my fear, and to the places where I feel powerless, until it all transforms into wisdom. I return to my breath and body. I return to my humanity. I return to my heart. I return to compassion. I return to the earth. I return to call all parts of me home. I return to my soul. I return to oneness. I return to my life whole.
And take a nice big breath in. And gently exhale. Now allowing the fingers and the toes to begin to wiggle and move. Bring that into the hands and the feet, the wrists and the ankles, up into the knees, the elbows, the shoulders, the hips, just letting the whole body wiggle and move a little bit. Take the arms, stretch them up and over the head and squeeze. And then relax the whole body as you float the knees up into the chest. Take the hands on top of the knees, making circles with the knees in one direction, and then going in the opposite direction. And just moving the legs in any way that feels good. And now you're going to wrap the arms tightly around the legs. Give yourself a giant hug. Tell yourself, thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you, I love you, I love you. And when you're ready, you're going to begin to rock yourself up and down, up and down. Do this a few times, rocking all the way up, all the way down until you rock yourself up right into a seated position. Keep your eyes closed. Take your hands, rub them together. And then bring the palms in the prayer position, thumbs touch into the chest at the heart center. And as we breathe here in these final moments, first and foremost, bless up the space that you practiced in today. No matter where you practice, indoors, outdoors, home, office, just bless up the space and thank it for holding you during this time. And then sending some love out to somebody in your life that needs a little bit of a boost. Maybe they're close to you physically, or maybe they are remote, far away. Send them some love. And now we take some of this love, light, healing, beautiful, peaceful energy and send it all across our planet, positively affecting every living thing, every inanimate object, and just send it far and wide till this whole planet and beyond is covered with this beautiful light. And then let the chin fold into the chest, turning inward here. First and foremost, thanking yourself, honoring your body, your physical, your mental, emotional, spiritual, everything, the light, the dark. Just honor the totality of you and this experience. And then lastly, we thank our mentors, our guides, those that have shared these teachings throughout the ages so we may be able to practice today. What a blessing. Satnam.
Satnam.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Aho.
Aho.
Blessed be.
Blessed be.
Beautiful job, everybody. And thank you so much for tuning in and sticking with us throughout this practice so far, not just today, but throughout these last few months, and even those that have been practicing with us for years. What a blessing to call you community and tribe. So beautiful. Thank you, Kamala, for all of your guidance today and wisdom, sharing. It's very much appreciated. And we just couldn't be happier to be sharing with you guys each day. You know, it's not always the easiest to come here and be disciplined to do this, but we're doing it together and we got this. So we love you. We thank you. All of these transmissions are a gift from us to you. And if you are feeling called, you can leave a donation. yogagalactica@gmail.com is our PayPal. Our Venmo is @yogagalactica, or you can check out our website, yogagalactica.com, and go to the donate tab. And we greatly appreciate it. And everybody that's been sending donations, thank you so much. We see them, we appreciate them. Of course, it does not compare to holding classes, doing our ceremonies and everything, but every little bit makes a difference. So we see it, we thank you, we acknowledge it, and thank you so much.
Yes. Tonight, my brother Lester is holding another men's circle. I believe it's called Duality. That circle is from 6 to 8 p.m. Siri will be attending, so we will not be having class tonight. We will resume tomorrow at 11:11 and have a beautiful full moon. I'm going to post some things that I read about this full moon that resonated with me, and hopefully they'll resonate with you too, but if not, that's totally cool. I will post the cards, sacred or peace pipe, and thank you so much. Thank you, Elena, Jennifer, Maya, Eric, Mike, Gretchen, Des. I know there's more, but I can't see you all, so thank you from the whole of our hearts. Have a blessed full moon and a wonderful day, and we look forward to seeing you soon.
Bye-bye.
Peace.
Love you.